Here we are on our 4th day of working on this. Basically put in about maybe, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 hours a day. Some days a little more, some days a little less. Total probably have like, I don't know, maybe 12 or 15 hours put in this thing. But today we have all the chairs painted, everything cured overnight, so it's good and hard again. And we are just going to start scuffing these up and giving them that distressed look that we're looking for. But I really like the way these white chairs came out. I like the design of the chair. I think it's going to look amazing once we get the fabric on them, because the fabric we ordered will really just kind of set this dining room apart. But we're going to get sanding on these, get them all scuffed up, and we'll show you the end result. Kristen is just finishing up the last little bit of edging, kind of in some of the little creases and stuff here in the chair backs, and just making sure there's no sharp paint edges or anything on the edge of all the legs and stuff, because that orbital really will make kind of a knife edge of paint on there if you let it get too hot. So I learned a little bit, kind of hit some spots a little heavier than others. You know, ran out of pads about 3/4 of the way through this, so the last two we were using a pretty worn pad and took a little longer, but we got her done, and shit, everything looks awesome. Everything looks awesome. So finish these up, get them back in the house. Tomorrow the pads should be here, or the material for the pads should be here, and we can get those done and get it all reassembled. Well, welcome to Colorado. Yesterday was about 65. Today we are going to be working indoors, as it has started to snow on us pretty good here, so not sure how much we're supposed to get, but we figure we'll just take it in the house and do everything inside today. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and take the dust covers off of the seat bottoms, and to do that there are, I don't know, call it 30 staples in each one. They're all over the place here, and then there's also tags that come in the middle of these chairs from when we bought them. And the tags were sticky and also have staples all over randomly in the middle of this thing. So we're going to go ahead and pull all those. To do that, you just want something with a really, really sharp edge like this. And then you just kind of twist up on it. And then you go ahead and grab some pliers and pull it out. So we'll get these all finished up now. Okay, so after removing all the staples, you are going to have an insane amount of staples just from the dust covers, not even going into the seat cushion. If you go into the actual pad from the factory, it's 10 times worse. So anyways, you're going to have a bunch of them. Hey, babe. So Kristen just pulled all the staples out of the last dust cover here. Go ahead and pull that off. So we are going to leave the leather ones on here because they're not in bad shape, and we just want to go over them anyway. And it'll just provide a little bit firmer cushion under the material that we have to put over these. But also just because look at the insane amount of staples here. We don't feel like spending that much time, and they're not in bad shape. So truth of the matter, we're kind of lazy, so we're gonna go over the top of it. But
give it a nice sturdy seat.
Yeah, that's more of a benefit. All right, anyways, so we're just gonna start putting the covers over these now and stapling them on, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so once we cut everything to size, we went ahead and just hit one staple right in the middle of each side, and then now we're going through on the widest end and forming this corner shape here. So we pulled the whole corner in and then put the crease where we wanted it, and then folded this over on itself. And then we'll do the same here, where we'll fold it over on itself, and that way we get a nice uniform corner here, which you will barely even see once it's all pulled tight, but it will look cool. Here she goes. She's putting the poly on now. This is the last step before we put the cushions back on. So this stuff is super simple. You just wet down a rag with it and wipe it all over. There's really no trick to it. So knock these out, put our cushions back on. We'll come back to you in just a second. Kristen is putting the pad back on the chair now. Again, just reattaching the 6 screws. The way these are made from the factory, they actually just sit right exactly where they should be. And the screws sit really, really easily. So, boom, there's 2. We'll go around and get all 6. Then we'll do all 6 chairs. 36 screws later, and we will be done with this project. Well, here it is, the final completed table. Everything is polished, ready to go. Seat cushions are all on. Everything came out fantastic. We couldn't be happier with it. And, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the tutorial, and hopefully this helps somebody else do something creative while we're all stuck at home. And basically this was just, kind of a product of boredom and a long time in the making, I guess, and never having the exact amount of time we needed, but we could not be happier with this. This thing just came out incredible. Every way we look at it, we just love it. The cushions came out nice. It really just completes the beach theme that we were looking for. And since we're kind of stuck in the mountains and we both kind of like the beach, we decided to bring a little home. Again, hope you all enjoyed it. We really enjoyed the making of it. This has been a really fun project for me and my wife. And, we just look forward to trying something new next. Let us know if you have any comments, suggestions. If you've tried anything like this yourself, we'd love to see your projects too.